No one.
Right.
Look at me. Look at me. No one.
I got it. Pass the mic.
He's done. He's
gone.
All I think from Rob for his Beastie Boys obsession. Because like if that came out now, Rob would be like, "This is the worst thing that ever happened."
I love it. Planetary.
I love the Beastie. I have no problem with 5 of the Beastie Boys songs.
Just that fun.
And they're great on Futurama.
They are great on Futurama. Focus. Yep. Let's just have fun.
All right, here we go.
All right, so this interview's over then?
That's right.
All right, that's a wrap. See you later. Pull it open.
Yeah. No, seriously, have fun with it, and feel free to swear if you want. I don't care. So, he's back already.
All right, take 6. Come on, let's do it.
Once again. All right, let's start this. Guys, Jeremy Lafrentz with Backstage Entertainment. What's going on? We are sitting here with the guys of Patent Pending. Guys, what's going on?
We did it. Here we are.
That's right.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
I feel like this building is like an old bank mixed with a church, and then I think there's a gymnasium.
That's going to turn into a restaurant.
There is.
Why?
No, I'm saying that's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, you're right. Looks like it's
Yes, so
well
you guys are at Sokol Underground tonight, but yes, in Sokol Auditorium there is a gymnasium.
This place is awesome.
Yep, exactly. So it's pretty cool. It's
really cool.
In the underground, and we're gonna pack a lot of people in there. It gets pretty
That's what I heard.
crowded
Man,
and
Bowling
hot,
for
but-
Soup was really.
Yep.
They kept
Oh,
telling
and
us
we're
about
gonna
the
have
show
people
all
try and
over.
get in.
Sorry, I feel like a jerk just sitting here like, I watched it.
That was Barack Obama. we were like, on the door.
This isn't for you guys.
Turn people away over here. It's so hot. So hot.
Well, for those fans who are wondering what just happened, I mean, we're in like the lobby area of Sokol Auditorium. You guys are in the underground. There's a separate entrance, but people sometimes try and get in this way. But they are.
sneaky.
They
I
are.
like that.
Exactly.
I like that.
So, all right. Before we get into the interviews too far, let's go around and introduce yourself and what you do in the band. So.
Hi, I'm Anthony and I play drums in Patent Pending. And Joe's trying to kiss me on the cheek.
That's what he does.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm the singer of Patent Pending, and I make out with Anthony when he lets me, or when he's sleeping.
Hi, my name is Mark. I'm kidding. My name's Rob. I play guitar in Patent Pending, and sometimes I'm also singing.
We just talked about you had a little accident, and the fans are probably seeing here. You got a little bandage.
Yeah, I almost didn't put my drink in the koozie. Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, you got a
Would
couple
you like to hear about
accidents
it?
going on. Well, you were just telling us a little bit. I mean, it's like a gusher story, so I thought.
Yeah, all right. The way to explain this is it doesn't matter what it was. These giant boxes filled with stuff, and they're really heavy. That has there's stuff in it.
I can't wait to jump in on this.
Yeah, neither can I. Okay, so it was yesterday, and it was the first show of this tour that we're on, and we're pushing our cases of things and equipment into the place, and I'm like, hey, this is heavy, and I'm pushing it on wheels, and I hit a curb or the
He
pavement.
said that out loud, by the way.
Yeah, I said, hey, this is a thing that I'm doing. I always narrate. And then I hit a curb thing in the pavement, and it jumped into 2 pieces, separated, and then became one yet again, but my finger was in the middle. And it's it was one of those things where I'm like, oh, that hurt. And then I was like, that hurts a lot
Rob
more.
went catatonic, and this is what happened, because he doesn't remember any of it. Are you ready for this?
Well, no, I do remember this. I want to get to this part.
Wait, you said that...
Actually, well, here's what I did do. Are we reenacting the scream? Do we do that?
There's a mic, just don't ruin their speakers.
I'll turn this way. It sounded like this.
Exactly. I was down the corner, around the block on the phone with my girlfriend, and I heard that, and I was like, all right, well.
Hey.
Seconds later, my phone rang.
You have incredible teeth.
Thank
Go
you.
on.
Thank you.
Hey, Joe, pick me.
Rob.
So, I explained this to Corey perfectly yesterday. I was like, I'm the actual boy who cried wolf in real life because
100%.
my reaction to things like that are a reaction to that.
Nope. Hold on.
It's okay, Jeremy. Is that right?
We recently went to, and he's gonna try and say this didn't happen, but it did.
I
We
can't
went to a
wait.
Taco Bell. They were overpriced, and his reaction was, the same exact
scream,
thing. It was a truck stop, so it was priced differently. Anyway, are you at the catatonic part yet?
No. Because I was like, I did that. And then I was like, well, this sucks. And then I was like, oh, it's one of those things that's just going to hurt. And then Travis is looking me in the eyes and just kind of looked like, what happened to your finger? And I looked down, and it was just, it's like if you took a gusher, everyone loves gushers, and you're not going to love him after this, and placed it on a hard surface, and then took a sledgehammer.
Let's say cinder block, because it's
On a cinder block?
Yeah.
Okay, and then took a sledgehammer and beat the shit out of it. And it was disgusting, the nail's still on, and it looks great. The cuticle's in great condition, but the sides of my fingers are like no longer part of my hand. They like came apart.
It's like this.
It's so weird.
It's like a banana peel.
And then Rob went catatonic.
I went inside.
And he went like this. He just held it, and he looked at me like he'd just been shot in the stomach, you know? And he was like, "This is how I die." And Rob was looking at me. He was like, "What do I do? What do I do now?" And I was like, "Rob, just come with me." And I know everything there is to know about Rob Filicetti, and he tries to think that we don't. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this. I was
Anthony and I have been raising a 4-year-old for the last 2 years.
Okay.
There he is. We've been in the band for 11 years, and 9 years in, we're like, we should adopt. And we got a 4-year-old who doesn't age. There he is. So this person is looking at his hand, and he's like, "I'm going to lose my finger, and then I'm going to die." And so I walk him calmly. I'm like, "Rob, you're doing great. You're doing great." It's like as if I was like a emergency room reactor person. I was like, "You're not actually going to die." But in my head, I was like, he might die.
He was perfect at that, being like the hey.
So I took him into the bathroom, and Rob, like, when this type of stuff happens, like, it's not funny at all, but it's hilarious also.
But it's me.
And it's Rob who just goes, "Am I going to die?" Like, he's asking you with, like, every piece of his brain is focused on this one thing. He's like, "I'm going to die, and I need to know, I need to hear it from somebody else." So we put his finger under the sink, and he goes, "But I play the guitar." And I was like, "You do play the guitar, and you're going to end up playing the guitar again. You're going to get through this."
That's why I went
So we
to
turn the water on, and Rob starts going like this, like just shaking in the wind like a wet noodle or something like that. And he was like, "I think my finger's gonna fall off." Now I didn't know he had an existing injury on this finger.
This hand sucks. This is also the hand.
That's
really
your
quick
worst hand.
intervention. This is a quick story. This hand also had our entire trailer with all of its contents collapsed.
That's a
at
very
once
true story.
into
That
a
is
driveway. And
not
almost cut my
exaggerated.
hand off.
So anyway,
Still, look at it. Still going.
he
They don't call you magic hands for nothing, am I right?
and more importantly, magic fingers. Am I right?
Wow.
So he had a cut here that I didn't know about. I thought that was part of it too. So I actually thought that maybe he could pull his whole skin off like a glove. Turns out he couldn't.
Terminator, when he
We
takes
brought
the
him in
arm
the other
out.
room, and our tour manager Corey's like, "The shit is going." I said, "Let me do imitate Corey. What is going on? What the shit is going on?"
I got a phone call from Corey.
So I'm like, I said exactly this, which is what I do in every situation in my life. Get a first aid kit and get Anthony, because Anthony can fix everything. So then we put Rob on a bar stool, which is a terrible idea because he's obviously going to pass out. And Anthony goes up and goes, get him off the stool. And like he immediately like springs into action.
Yep.
And then they got him off the stool, he fainted, and then two of them carried him outside like to safety. And then
film the whole thing.
yeah, I filmed the whole thing because I knew Rob would want to see pictures because Rob doesn't remember this. And he was like, "What was it like?" And I showed him pictures, and now he's very excited
I
about
saw
it.
what I look like when I'm gonna die.
Are we
So
going to
anyway,
post those anywhere?
We
so
have
fans
this
can see
awesome
them?
picture. You can see it on our Instagrams and our Twitters and our Facebooks and Tumblrs.
Let me do this. There's this thing that we do in like pictures that we'll take where we go like this. It's just like, hey, we're number one. So I was passed out on the ground, and we had like a EMT who was like putting me back together, and Anthony's kind of holding, like cradling me. So everyone in the picture is like us and Bowling for Soup and Freshman 15. Everyone in the picture has, you know, the one up, and I'm on the ground out, and Anthony's holding my finger up while I'm passed out.
actually the funniest picture that.
All right, get it in camera there.
Let's see if we can focus in on them. I want to turn it into a poster, so wait, don't leave that mention on. It was Barack Obama. I can't.
I'm bringing the microphone
See it or
up.
not?
No.
Do you see, like, everyone is so excited and Rob actually looks like he's dying. So, like, there's that picture and then this going on around it. It's all Bowling for Soup and us just giving number ones. That, my friend, is what it's like to be in Pat Penning for a day. So then we go on stage and then my foot got punctured by a guitar cable, which I don't think has ever happened in the history of time. And until, like, about a half hour ago, I was limping around pretty good. But now I think I'm all...
Tell him that I bent my fingernail back.
And then Anthony bent his finger back, and then I shattered my iPad today.
You know what's
I'm
funny?
really upset.
After we were done playing last night, me and Joe went like off the stage separate sides and like went to like the back where our stuff was going. And Jarrett was standing there and kind of had two people coming at him that I was like, ah, and Joe was going, oh. So like it looks like we were just coming back from like Normandy or something, and it was rough.
Normandy is another word for the ball pit in our town.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go on. Well, I didn't even got to my first question yet.
Here we are.
10 minutes in?
Hey,
10 minutes in?
thanks for inviting Pat and Penn to ruin your web show.
Hey,
This is a real show? What
Who
kind of
has
show
this
is
much
this?
patience?
What?
What kind of show is this?
Oh, we post to YouTube, post to our Facebook. We're linked with the newspaper too. You guys are going to be all over.
Hey,
How long have you guys
take
been
that,
around?
Omaha.
How long have we
Flipping
been
the
around?
interview, don't
We've
let
been
him do
around
it.
for almost 2 years now. And
Cut off the camera. Make
we
them feel
have-
less
are you-
important.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Oh no, I would cut you off.
No, yeah, I was gonna ask you, were you one of the founders, and how did it come to form?
Actually, me and a friend started a page and.
Okay.
Hold this paper.
So, I had my start from my mother's womb, like everybody says in our interviews.
Okay.
Anyway, no, a friend and I started a page. I used to work for a newspaper, and I did some entertainment stuff for them. As we got going, and I got a different job because that one didn't work out for some reason.
Don't touch it.
What?
It soothes me. It's fine. Anyway, so Backstage Entertainment started when we started our first show August 2010 at the Uproar Festival that was over at West Fair in Council Bluffs. Interviewed some awesome bands there, kept going, and now we're up to almost 130 uploads on our YouTube page.
That's
Partnered with
phenomenal.
the
Let's just get it.
newspaper.
Let's give it up.
Yep. Thank you.
I guess the question at hand is, what started your love for music and music interviews?
You know, I don't know. Just growing up and listening to music and stuff. You guys are doing a better job than I am.
He's very good.
No, you're good.
He's very good.
Yeah, doing good.
It's gotta be a spokesman, but.
Hey,
And then you
doing
turn.
good.
And thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. This has been a live webcast of.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yes,
It is awesome.
So, Backstage Entertainment, there from the ground up, and we're just going to keep going. For the fans out there, and one thing that's cool, we had you guys even sign some stuff for us. We do contests on our page to give away to our fans. Stop it.
Hey, that's awesome. And what can they win?
Autographs from you guys.
They won!
Bob, you have won a nice patent pending autograph.
He says car weird because he goes, a new car. That's Bob Barker.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Anyway.
So I guess that's all your
Number
questions.
one. That's it. We're good. We're good. Well, let's try and get through a couple of these. I mean, come on. I mean, okay.
Now that's his type of sound. But
Type
if
of
you
sound.
if you read it really quickly, you might say type of sand. My favorite type of sand
Yes,
is
what's your
North
type?
Shore Hawaiian sand.
Okay.
It's thicker. It's very nice. Got a little smooth enough to walk through.
Okay.
The colored
So that's
sand and those
number one
stressed out
gone.
models.
That's number one gone. What would be the most common theme in your guys' song? When you guys are singing or writing songs, what's the most common theme?
I got it.
you're singing?
You gotta call it.
DOC.
Yeah. I write, most of the songs come from a stupid idea that I had.
Mm-hmm.
And my life, aside from, puncturing my foot with guitar cables and nursing Rob back to sanity and having Anthony fix all the problems in my life, I don't really have too much drama in my life.
Okay.
So I get a lot of it from the people around me, but mostly from the television show The OC or Lost. So a lot of it has to do with that.
Nice. TV. So let's
a lot.
Talking about TV in your song.
A lot. But no, it's like real life situations as taken from The OC. But yeah, a lot of it is personal, and then
Okay.
a lot of it is like we have a song "One Less Heart to Break" that's got a very, very serious message about anti-suicide. And that's something that this band feels very strongly about, and it's just an important thing that we want to talk about as often as we can.
Right.
But also, there's a song on the same album called "Shake Weights and Moving Crates," which is about Dexter DVDs and shake weights. So
Oprah and Will Smith.
yeah, and Oprah and Will Smith. So you take that to the bank for what it's
Okay.
worth.
So you guys are just a whole spectrum.
Yeah,
of
we're
stuff.
just a
Diverse.
potluck dinner
There you go.
of music.
That's right. Okay, let's talk about you guys' last and most recent album, Second Family.
Second Family. It's
Yep.
out. We did it.
You did it.
We made it.
But for the fans that are maybe checking you guys out for the first time and going, God, these guys are crazy.
Or the
No.
second or third or
Right.
Proven right here.
We're not crazy.
I'm crazy and I'm right.
Okay. From any album, though, including Second Family, if a fan was checking out for the first time, maybe top 2 songs that you guys would want them to check out first.
That's a really, really hard one.
That is what she said.
Rick.
Wow, I like his delivery on that. That is what
That is what she said. I think that with our band, a lot of times we're told, unfortunately, that you have to see us to understand it. It's a real bum out because it's easier than seeing us. But it's awesome that people enjoy our live show. So, if I had to pick songs for them to listen to and like right away,
Why don't we each pick one?
There you go.
there's 3. Go.
That's
you.
3.
No, you start because I need to say it.
She don't give a shit about me.
Boom! It's also only called I Already Know, but the chorus, I guess.
Wait, what? That's the real name of
That
that
song's
song?
called I Already Know.
Really?
We call it She Don't Give a Shit
Oh,
About
the
Me.
parentheses are there.
Yeah.
We're a band from the 80s now.
It's called, that song is called I Already Know. That would be an excellent
They're learning
representation
about
Yeah.
themselves. Nice.
There's a song, I got a couple. I'm not gonna completely disregard your question.
Go ahead.
I would check out Anti Everything, because it's ridiculous. This song, Shake Weights and Moving Crates. Definitely check out One Less Heart to Break.
Okay.
And Douchebag.
That's easy to remember. Or are you just calling me that?
No. Okay, there's a song called Douchebag.
Douchebag. Oh,
We
my
shot
other
a music
favorite song.
video for a song called Douchebag. And actually, Jarrett's production team, Jarrett from Bowling Pursuit's production team, did the video. It's awesome. But yeah,
Buy them all.
Rob, what's your song?
It's a song called Valentine. I like it.
It's actually the only song we have out of like 100 songs that sounds like that is that one song.
Okay, then don't make. I like testing.
Yeah,
I like a lot of the songs, but that's my favorite one. Well, maybe not. Maybe it isn't. Maybe today it is. Maybe tomorrow it won't be.
Wow.
Just
Take
depends
that.
on the day.
He's a mystery. Rob met a girl last night named Mystery. She spelled it with an I.
I did. Hey, by the way, so many cool names in Lawrence, Kansas. A girl named Mystery. A girl named Adria. That's a cool name. Never heard of that. And a girl named Kanani. I asked her if she was from Mars.
That's
Nice.
Corey's friends are on Facebook now. What's up with you? What do you got for me now?
All right, let's see. What we got? Okay, here's a good one. Since some fans are checking you guys out on this tour for maybe the first time, after the show, you're probably doing some interaction with the fans and stuff. What are you hearing from fans after they hear your set?
Most of the like ever since we were young, no one ever says like, "You guys are a great band." Like they always just say, "Fucking crazy." Like I hear that after every single show we play, and it could be someone.
I can't imagine.
In most cases, especially on Bowling for Soup tours, people really take a liking to us, which is awesome.
Good.
And we're very fortunate in that way, because I guess Bowling for Soup fans are just into fun, and we're a pretty fun group of guys.
I'd say so.
Turn away from the microphone.
Friends.
Okay, guys. But anyway, yeah, the thing that every person says, you guys are out of your fucking minds. You guys are fucking crazy. What the fuck was that?
Why does
type of
everyone use
thing.
that word so much?
I don't
That's
know.
my question.
It's a very strong word. We make people want to.
It's the only word in the English language that is part of every single part of speech except for a preposition.
I'm proposing that you fuck me. Done.
All right, guys, let's try this next interview real quick. We have what's called our BSC box. Fans have found us on Facebook, liked our page, and have submitted questions for bands we interview to answer. So each one of you are going to pick a question, and then we'll answer it. So
I'm gonna reach in with this hand.
yeah, that's probably good.
Here's my turn to do this. Okay, I'm me. Let's
All right.
see. What's
short
your
one.
craziest fan story? Boy, I mean, let's see. Oh, I hate when I have to think and it's like awkward. Ooh.
That's why we should really start thinking of these beforehand, because
Yeah.
we're never very good at this.
I don't know.
We never
We shouldn't have this conversation right now either. The one that we're having.
Yeah.
We'll talk game plan later.
Can we game plan later?
Nice.
You can do that in post, right? Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah.
But I gotta answer this. I have to. Yeah, now I've got to answer it now. I gotta answer it. Let's see. Craziest fan story. Is this question for me?
Sure.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like I
You can get a
picked it.
lifeline if you want.
Lifeline. Ooh.
I just made up a rule.
Phone a friend.
I said that loud. It might be true.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you know what it was? It was Yep.
I'm genuinely
That's a good
interested
one.
right now.
Yep.
That's a
I'm
good one.
interested in hearing what you have
It
to
was
say.
I met this kid at a show. He's really nice, and he was a fan of the band, which is I think is very grateful for. And we became friends. We were talking all night, and then I was like at the end of the show, I was like, hey man, it was really nice to meet you.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
I have no idea where this is going. I'm very excited to hear this story.
It's okay. I was like, hey, it was very nice to meet you. I'm so glad we hung out. We talked about like all our favorite TV shows and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna head out of here, and because we were leaving. And we ended up going to this bar, and he showed up at the bar, and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, you're here? He's like, yeah, man, I knew you were coming here. And I was like, all right, I guess we're hanging out now. And then at the end of the night, he's like, do you need to ride back to the hotel room? I was like, yeah, sure. And then he, like, ran errands around town before he dropped me off at the hotel room.
Oh, like his own errands? That's awesome.
Like, he's like, and it was in the middle of the night. He's like, I gotta stop here real quick. And I'm just gonna stop by my aunt's house. I gotta grab this. I'm like,
I love that.
And I was like, I wasn't like, get me back. I was just sitting in the back. I was like, this is really happening. I was holding hands with Brian.
Oh, with the,
Yeah.
Rob plays in another band as well.
Well, I
Are we
was trying to
get a
include
little
this all
promotion
together.
in here as
No,
well?
not at all.
No, you can promote them. They're great. They're called the Ataris. Bob's their drummer.
There you go.
I do it when I can.
There you go.
I do it when I can. This is where I belong, guys. Okay.
Next?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Don't get that one.
I don't want that one. I want. Well, I know it, and it happened one state over. Jenny Schuler, you were there.
That was the craziest.
I know.
That was nuts. That is hilarious that guy did
Okay,
that.
this is a great question.
Okay.
What is the best prank you've pulled or has been pulled on you?
Awesome.
Best prank. All right, best prank that's ever been pulled on us, I'd have to say. We were on tour with a band called the Supervillains, and they come up to us at a show one day, and they're like, "Hey man, like, is it cool if I just sit in your van for a couple minutes, do a phone interview? Our RV's really loud, and it's loud inside the venue. I just can't get anywhere that's quiet." I was like, "Yeah, sure, man, whatever." So Dom goes in there and is doing his interview. Comes out a couple of minutes later. We're leaving the show. He comes up to all of us individually. He's like, "Hey man, really, really like you guys. Like, if you guys ever need anything on the road, just call us. Like, if you get stuck, we'll come pick you up. Just don't feel afraid. If anything goes wrong, just call us." Like, dude, Supervillains are so nice. They're so cool. So we drive like an hour and a half down the road after the show. We're going to like a hotel or something. And we go to get gas, and there is a locking gas cap on our van. So we call Dom, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I didn't do a phone interview. The key is somewhere in your van."
Just so we're clear to sum everything up, they've made it so we can't get into our own gas tank. Meaning we drove somewhere and we're out of gas and we can't put gas in it until we find the key, and our van looks like
Intervention.
an actual...
It looks like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where all those boxes are everywhere.
It's just disgusting. It's just it's not dirty. It's just messy. There's stuff everywhere.
How long would you say we looked before?
An hour 45 minutes, and they called us and they were like, "Hey, there's also one that's under a sticker under your bumper." So we got that.
And they did that as like a
Fail-safe.
backup plan.
We never found the original key. They told us where they put it, and we never found it.
It's still in there somewhere.
Somewhere in there.
It's got it.
And one day we'll get into our gas tank. This girl's posing for a picture of us.
Yeah. See you get.
I mean,
Nope.
So that's definitely
That's a very good place.
Almost. We almost got in the picture here.
My
Now they're
turn?
gonna try and get in. Look at. We're gonna try and get in.
Hey,
this way.
Barack, come on, man, I can help you.
That's
What's
same
the
one.
best prank? You should put it back in the box.
It's back.
And we're back.
And
Hold
we're
on, I
back.
have one thing to say.
That's a very. I mean, that.
But most important,
The secret's
don't
really...
forget-
The thing I've been trying to get.
That's what she said.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. What was the question? What was the question?
I don't remember. The static
It
took
said,
over.
I knew the question.
Let's get this question.
Yep. More girls. Around, please.
Obama
All
just
right.
doesn't give
Really?
up. That's why we asked.
We
That's
still
why
have people trying to get into this part of the.
I keep
happy
picking
about
the
it.
same exact pieces of paper up.
Okay. What do we get? Ooh, that's a good one too.
What's my favorite Halloween costume?
Or have you guys dressed up as a band?
Yeah.
Okay. The question is, what's been your favorite Halloween costume?
Oh yeah, we were the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, nice.
I was Adam Banks. Damn it, it was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really cool. And my favorite band Halloween costume that I've ever seen was, who the shit was it that dressed up like the? Never mind, we'll talk later. One of them dressed up like Ninja Turtles, but I don't remember who it was. I mean, we do that sometimes, but just not on Halloween. or
Just
whatever.
for fun.
If you
Yeah.
dress
Go
like,
fight
if we dress
crime.
like the Ninja Turtles and went out in public, we get arrested immediately.
Like these guys are up to no good.
Well, because first of all, we'd only be wearing eye bands and elbow pads and a belt, and that's it.
We got
And
in
it's like,
trouble.
all right.
That's insane about turtles. Like if you really break
They're
down what they're
naked.
wearing nothing.
There's a couple of arm
Oh,
bands
that's
and
awesome.
pads.
And what's also insane about it is so few people wear eyewear that isn't glasses.
Yeah.
So like not only are they not wearing anything, but they're also wearing masks like just around their
Not
eyes.
even is that a mask?
And they're not even
Is
black,
that-
so it's not even like they're going to rob
I mean,
a bank,
to be
like
honest,
the classic bank robber mask.
They
It's
practice
insane.
the art of invisibility. So no one's supposed to see them anyway.
Very mysterious with an eye.
That's pretty good, actually. That sounded just like him. Hold on, there's this scene. Okay, I'll do it later.
So now you can.
I'm good.
All right, we did it, guys.
We're good, guys.
That's a
Once
wrap.
again,
Hold
Pat
on, wait.
Pending, and
Check
we've
us,
got
check
more.
us out on the interweb.
That's right. Where can they go to find out more about Patent Pending?
Rob's apartment.
On the internet.
So-
Go to patentpendingmusic.com, facebook.com/patentpendingmusic, and we're all on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram and blah 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 blah.
And my
Oh,
picture
and-
on Facebook is me on a donkey.
It is. And we're going to be a part of, we just recently fooled Billboard magazine into believing that we're a real band, and they put us in this awesome contest, and we were fortunate enough to win it,
Oh,
to win the Northeast version. So now we advance to the Las Vegas part of it, and it's going to be awesome, and Tyler Cruz is going to be there.
And we get to gamble.
And we get to
And
drive.
go
We're
on,
driving
Max.
like a super nice car that they're giving us
Chevy
for the
Cruze.
week. A Chevy
It's
Cruze.
the Chevrolet Cruze fully loaded with the Facebook option.
And it's beautiful.
It's very
and
safe.
we're driving it across the country, like so. It's like what we normally do in a smelly van that would fit a lot of people and have room. We're doing it in a tiny, tiny car, and we're gonna be filming updates along the way and all that stuff. So people should check out that as
And
well.
also, everyone should go to that site.
Yeah.
I don't know what the site is though, so I'm no help here.
Billboard.com.
Oh,
That's
that
it.
one.
Yeah,
All
that
right,
one.
yeah, I got
easy
this.
enough to remember.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Okay, so guys, go check them out there. Once again, Patent Pending.
Are we going here on Warped Tour?
No.
I keep interrupting him in the rap.
Oh no, you're good. I don't,
Boner Springs,
How
Kansas.
far is Boner Springs the closest one you come to?
3 hours?
Yeah, that's what we just.
3 hours?
Possible.
Yeah, we might go 3 hours to Warped Tour.
Hey, we'll see you there.
Hey, we'll see you at the Warped Tour then.
Check them out on Warped Tour, guys. There we go.
Awesome.
Anything else before you interrupt me again?
Hold on.
You have unbelievable teeth.
You can just do one of these if you want. I'll hold the mic. You can shut them both up. Just.
Ooh.
There we go.
That's very.
You know, I'm like this.
That's it. I'm in it right there.
There it is.
Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.